Salam alaikum, alaikum pacuenda en sala. Es lo que hay. Buenos dias, good day. Hello, good morning, peace and blessings be to you guys today. Another day, another dollar. Making the donut, guys, like always. You know how it is. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. Not much, guys. I'm just coming in because I had a question that was asked in the comment. I think one of the last videos, and these some of these questions I already have addressed. You know, all you guys will have to do is like start watching the videos from the beginning, even though I know, you know, sometimes you don't want to watch from when I first started, all the gibberish, you know, and then from there. But anyway, some of these things I already have spoken about. And what I'm speaking about is the question was, how do you know if you have to get scratched, if you have to get enkimba, impalo, scratched impalo? And there's a couple of things here that could happen, right? You could go to a spiritual mass, right? Let's say to a spiritist, to a mesa blanca, somewhere where they doing a seance, some type of elevation or calling upon spirits, and the person that gets mounted might say to another person, meaning you or whoever, hey, you have a Congo spirit. They need for you to be aware and start doing things and give them its reverence and stuff like that. Or they might tell you, hey, you should go see a palero or an enganga, whether male or female, to see if you have a path, because I see a Congo here speaking. You know, this is from the side of a spiritist side. The spiritist cannot say you need to be initiated, you need to be scratched, you need to be in Kimba, because this is not their world, their ground. They probably are initiated, but a lot of spiritists just do espiritismo. That's all they just do, is work with that. Some of them have santo, but you know, let's go with this narrative. They don't have the authority to say you have to. You understand? This is just a something that she saw. You know, they came out, or the spirit spoke and said that it needed this type of acknowledgement and stuff like that. And you either, depending on how it goes, you will go to a tata or a yaya, or you'll start reverencing your ancestors, doing things on your own. You understand? And then see if you have a path in Palo and in Kisimalongo. Another instance could happen with being initiated into Ocha, Santeria, for those who don't know. You know that they do spiritual masses, and in those masses things come out like I just spoke about. They might come out, might not come out. You might not have a path, they might not even come out in your spiritual mass. But usually they'll do a couple of masses before you start going into the process of doing Ocha, you know, getting initiated into Santeria. And they will do that to see if you have a path. Some will even just take after even if they don't speak about that in Mesa Blanca, the spiritist, or whether male or female, it could be a spiritist. They will take you some of them will still take you to a palero just to see if you have a path, not only in that, or you have to propitiate that Congo spirit, and you might have to get initiated, because that Congo spirit practiced in Kisimalongo. That Congo spirit was a practicing person, and either in Palo or maybe in its native land and the Bantu tradition of initiation and stuff like that. But you will go through this procedure before they will initiate you. But no santero could tell you need to get scratched. I mean, could say you need to get scratched. They could give you an advice with what they see, same way the spiritist could give you an advice but you will have to go to a engangulero or an enganga and get a reading, and from there, if the enganga gives you license, and if the reading comes out that you do need initiation, then you get initiated. At the end of the day, it's the enganga, whether male or female, the priests or priestess in Palo are the ones who will know if you need to get initiated, or you need to get initiated and receive something because of that muerto, that Bantu muerto, that Congo muerto that you have that walks with you. And sometimes you receive from, depending on the rama, some will give an encuyo, some might even build your spiritual pot that's just for you and because of that ancestor you have, you understand? And kind of build that pot in a certain way that you're dealing straight with that Congo spirit with that pot for yourself, because it's for you and for the spirit, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, guys, the palero or palera are the ones who divinate and go about telling you who has a walk, who don't, and so forth and so on. Just like in Ocha, you know, the Santero, they have the authority. The Spiritist has an authority to a certain degree on their side. The Babalao has an authority to a certain degree on their side. The Oba Oriate has a certain degree of this hierarchy on their side, but it's to a certain degree, it's not through every single tradition that's out here, there are some people, they're spiritists, they're crowned in Ocha, meaning they santeros, they are initiated into Palo, and they have gangas. They even some that are babalaos, they have prendas and everything. You understand? Even though babalaos deal with things, they're very close, you understand, to the tradition. But other than that, and it's also you. Do the spirit speaks to you? Do you dream of this spirit or these spirits? Do they give you signs? Do they show you things in your dreams? See, it's also your spirituality also could play a big part in it, that calls you to start looking for that. And it's those spirits that accompany you, them give you that ambition to seek. And not only do you have to go through all these places to see if you have a walk and any type of tradition, is also you, how you feel, what you see, what you hear, what you dream. A lot of people that have different walks in these traditions, it comes within. It's them. There's something in them that pulls them. It's like a magnet pulling against metal. The tradition is the metal and you the magnet, or the tradition is the magnet and you the metal, and it's pulling you towards that tradition. And that's how people really get pulled to these traditions, because their ancestry and their spirituality calls them upon to seek. And and so forth. And sometimes, you might get pulled, or you might think you're being pulled by a certain tradition, but that's not really the tradition that you're being pulled to. But it's the closest thing that you understand or have heard, so you will go seek that. And sometimes you get involved, sometimes you get initiated in those traditions, and sometimes you find out later down the line that this is really not what you thought or what you felt. You might not know what it is, but you deep inside say, no, this ain't it. But you went through the initiation process, and now you're initiated into that. But that doesn't stop you to keep on seeking. There are certain traditions that once you reach a certain level, or once you reach a certain hierarchy or something, they'll have certain things, stipulations or certain rulings or prohibitions or anything that'll state that after this, you cannot do this. You can't be a palero. After this, you can't do this and you can't do that. But this is not in all the traditions. These are in some. Other than that, guys, this is a short video. This wasn't a video to keep you here lingering around. At the end of the day, if you think or you feel or you want to find out that you have a path, meaning a calling, and in Kisimalongo, in Palo, you have to go to an Nganga, a priestess in Palo, and get a reading. And before you get a reading, you go in there and you're asking, you're telling them, listen, I want to find out if I have a path in Palo. This is the reason why I'm here, to see if I have a path in Palo. And if they're honest, they will tell you yes or no. Simple as that. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. My email address is w3qin1973@gmail.com. Have a great day. Be blessed. Stay safe. Stay true. Peace.